lookouts, communication, escape routes, and safety zones. Wildland Firefighters' 4 most important things you will ever learn. And in this video, we're going to walk through each one of the LCES and the epic failure that I was involved in, where none of those were involved, and how we survived. Lookouts, communication, escape routes, and safety zone. Every wildland firefighter must memorize these. Lookouts, someone with experience who is above the firefighting team, looking out after them with great communication, great training, great skills, knowledge of trigger points, knowing what the weather's doing, so when any wildland firefighter gets in danger or the wind shifts, they can call them to get out. Lookouts usually are trained in that, and they're not going to be a rookie firefighter. You're going to be one that's going to be there making sure that everybody's safe and that they have all the proper necessary items they need to get out if they have to. Communication is key. Everybody has radios. Everybody has the right to stop something if it doesn't feel safe. Everybody has the know-how and how to go forward, how to say, hey, something's not right. Let's communicate about it, and let's figure this out and figure it out fast. Escape routes. One more thing with communication, communication, make sure you carry extra batteries in your web gear. If you're a wildland firefighter, make sure you have extra batteries with you. That is so important. Communication is key, and you can have a great radio that works great through canyons and ridge tops, but if you don't have any batteries, you're SOL. Please always have extra radio batteries with you. Escape routes. Escape routes are where you go. If all goes to hell in a handbasket, you have a way to get out. Go, get out, get on the road, get your tied tail. It's time to go. We need to get out right now. And remember, you're only as fast as your slowest person. And I'll explain that in the later part of this video. And that was an epic failure on everybody's behalf. But escape routes, always have them ready to go and know where they are. And they're dynamic. They're going to change. As your wildfire progresses and you cut handline or you're laying hose, just know that the further you go, the deeper in you get, you're going to have to change your escape routes to your safety zones. Let's talk about safety zones. A safety zone is an area big enough where you should not have to deploy your wildland firefighter shelter. You shouldn't have to. It should be 3 times as wide as the height of the fire. So either you're with handline, with bulldozers, whatever they're using to get those areas wide enough so that you can get down your escape route to that safety zone and know that if you're there and the fire is burning over you, that you're going to be safe, and you should not have to pull your wildland firefighter shelter. I don't remember what year it was. 2000. I'm going to go back 2012 maybe. We'll go 2012. There was a wildland fire, and our mission that night was to go down this ridge line, and we were going to put hose lay in behind some inmate hand crews, and our mission was to follow the hand crews down their hand line, lay hose, and keep the fire on one side in the black. Other side was the green. The winds were in our favor, pushing the fire away from us so that we were putting the fire out as we go down. We didn't have an end in sight. We knew where we started. We started down the dozer line, and it was steep. It was steep. And as we got down to the dozers couldn't go anymore, it turns to hand line. So the crews were out ahead of us. There were 2 inmate crews out ahead of us. So we had 25 people on the strike team, and there was 25 firefighters. I was the senior most firefighter on that fire line that night. And there was 2 captains on the strike team and 3 engineers, and they made the decision to let me go in and lead the crew. So all the decisions were up to me: the lookouts, the communication, the escape routes, and the safety zones. And it was nighttime. So on top of all that, we started this down into this canyon at nighttime. So we had the headlights, our lights on our hard hats, and that was it. And so we started down, and we got, I don't know, a couple thousand feet down this hose lay, and they were relaying hose to us. So people would go back up, get more hose, come back down. We had plenty of hose. And so we get down there, and all of a sudden the winds shifted, and all of a sudden fire was everywhere. Fire was back here, fire was over here, everywhere. This was the fire in my backyard. The fire was everywhere. And all of a sudden, Here come the inmate crews. The first inmate crew went by, and the captain was in the back of the pack, making sure his crew got out. He goes, "Hey, it's getting pretty bad. You might want to think about turning around." "Oh, okay. We'll go down a little bit farther," I said, and we made the decision to go down a little farther. About not even 2 minutes later, the second inmate crew started cruising back the other direction, and we were didn't have any lookouts because we were down in this canyon, trees as tall as Kingdom Come. There were trees everywhere. You couldn't see out. I tried calling our captain, let him know what was going on. Got no luck. So the second crew went past. I said, "Cap, we're going to follow you out. You take your inmates. You guys have been down here a lot longer than we have. You guys cruise on out, and we'll be the last ones. I'll rendezvous with when we get to the top. I'll rendezvous with you to let you know that everybody got out, because I'm the senior firefighter. There's no engineers down here. There's no captains. It's me, and only me. So when I get to the top, I'll meet with you and let you know that I got out, because I see your buses were up there with our engines." "Okay, cool." So I call on the radio for my captain. "Hey, we're headed back up." No response. No response. Escape route? Our escape route would have been the hand line that we were cutting, that was cut in front of us, and the hose lay. We would have taken the hose lay out. That was our path. And so we turned around and I said, "Let's go, everybody, let's go." Our escape route's being cut off, and our safety zone is way up at the fire engine, and we were probably 2,500, 3,000 feet down this hose lay. So we had some time to get out. We had a ways to go. Communication, I didn't have any. My radio was not getting out. The only thing I heard was the division group supervisor say, "Hey, I need that line put in. You guys need to put that hand line in tonight, and it needs to be followed with hose." And we tried letting him know, "No, it's not happening. It's not happening." That's the only thing he heard, and he was trying to get us on the radio to go deeper and deeper in. I'm like, "No, we're not doing it." And some of my firefighters that were with me was like, "No, we need to keep going." I said, "No, we're not. I'm the last one out, and this is the way we're going. We're going to turn around and we're going up. So just go. Follow the person in front of you. I'm in the back. Just go. There's going to be nobody behind me." And we made it all the way up. Got within like 500 feet of the top, because you could see way up top. You could see the ridge where the crew was, and the fire started making a run on us. The Wildland fire started making a run towards the top to where we were. So I was pushing people. I was pushing them to get them out, get them out, get them out. And the division group supervisor finally was like, "No, we need you to go down there." And I said, "Again, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it." I could hear him, but I couldn't hear my captain. I couldn't reach my captain. And we were all on the same channel. My batteries were full. I knew it because I could hear that division chief. And so we got up to the fire engine, and the chief was there, and I walked up to my captain and I said, "I'm the last one out. We ditched it. The hose is down there. We're out." We grabbed the nozzle. I have the nozzle. We're out. And just then the fire rushed out. And I told my captain, I said, "Hey, this division group supervisor wanted us to go down deeper, and we couldn't. The inmates had turned around. We had made it to the end of their line. They came out. I told the captain right over there on that inmate crew, 'Hey, I'll let you know when I'm here.' And I went over and told the captain, 'Hey, we made it out. I'm the last one here. Everybody's out. We're safe.' The division group supervisor comes up and goes, 'Why didn't you finish that mission that was given to you?' And I walked him out to the edge, and I said, 'You want to walk down about 50 feet and I'll show you?' He goes, 'No, I'm not going down there. I wanted you guys to.' I said, 'Chief, with all due respect, I was down there. I made the decision to pull everybody out. The wildfire was getting out of control. There was nothing we could do about it. We didn't have any lookouts. We didn't have any communication. There were definitely not any escape routes, and there was no safety zone. LCES was demolished. There was nothing there. Nothing. I wasn't doing it.' And my captain walked up and he said, 'Yeah, and I've got his back, and we're not going to do anything else about this.' It wasn't good. He pulled everybody out. 2 captains on the inmate crews also left. So what does that tell you? Captains were pulling out. Well, if captains are pulling out, everybody should be. And I made the decision to turn around and get the whole crew that I had out. And that's what we did. We left. And the chief was like, 'Well, I still don't know.' And my captain kind of pulled him aside privately and said, 'Listen, this is what happened. I trust him.' About within like 2 or 3 minutes, we retreated, got in our fire engines. Everybody left because it was raging. Luckily, we had safety zones at the top, and we had an escape route in our fire engine to get out of Dodge. The next morning, they sent a crew down there. Everything had burned up. All the fire hose was gone. Our safety zone that we were sitting in was not big enough. It made an epic run out of there. It was a crown fire up in the trees. The wildfire turned up into the trees, and it was all bad. It was all bad. So what's the lesson here? Always know what your LCES is. Lookouts, communication, escape routes, and safety zone. I never want to see you in an epic failure like this. Always know those. And if you're not sure, ask. And also watch this video on firefighter basics in 2026, how to become a wildland firefighter. It's going to be a great training video for you, and I hope to see you there too. Have a good night. I freaking love you. Goodbye.